For centuries, the wolf has captured the human imagination. It has been feared as a ruthless hunter, worshipped as a symbol of strength, and immortalized in myths, legends, and stories across countless cultures. From the icy wilderness of the Arctic to the dense forests of Europe and the rugged mountains of North America, wolves have roamed the earth for hundreds of thousands of years. They are survivors. They are hunters. They are family-oriented, intelligent, and astonishingly adaptable creatures. Yet despite their incredible resilience, wolves have also become one of the most misunderstood animals in history. Often portrayed as villains in folklore and fiction, the truth about wolves is far more fascinating than the myths suggest. In reality, wolves are deeply social animals with complex emotional bonds, remarkable communication skills, and an essential role in maintaining healthy ecosystems. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden world of wolves. We'll explore their evolution, their behavior, their social structure, their relationship with humans, and the extraordinary ways they have shaped the natural world. This is the untold story of one of nature's greatest predators. This is the story of the wolf. The gray wolf, scientifically known as Canis lupus, is one of the most widespread land mammals in history. Its ancestry stretches back hundreds of thousands of years. Wolves evolved during the Pleistocene epoch, a time often referred to as the Ice Age. This was an era dominated by massive glaciers, giant mammals like woolly mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and harsh environmental conditions. To survive in such a brutal world, wolves developed exceptional endurance, intelligence, and adaptability. Unlike ambush predators like big cats, wolves evolved as pursuit hunters. This means they relied on stamina rather than short bursts of speed. A wolf pack could track prey for miles, exhausting it before making a kill. This strategy required not only physical endurance but also teamwork and coordination. These traits would become defining characteristics of wolves. Over time, wolves spread across vast regions of the northern hemisphere. They became highly adaptable, thriving in forests, tundras, grasslands, mountains, and deserts. Their success came from their flexibility. They could hunt large prey like elk and moose, but they could also survive on smaller animals, carrion, and even plant material when necessary. This adaptability is one reason wolves have endured for so long. Perhaps the most remarkable chapter in wolf evolution is their connection to humans. Around 15,000 to 40,000 years ago, some wolves began interacting with early human settlements. These wolves were likely less aggressive and more curious than others. Over generations, this relationship evolved into one of the most important partnerships in human history. Those wolves became the ancestors of domestic dogs. Every dog alive today, from the tiny Chihuahua to the massive Great Dane, shares ancestry with wolves. In many ways, wolves gave humans one of their oldest and most loyal companions. At first glance, a wolf might resemble a large dog, but a closer look reveals an animal perfectly designed for survival. Gray wolves are the largest members of the canine family. Adult wolves typically weigh between 60 and 175 pounds, depending on the subspecies and region. Arctic wolves tend to have thick white coats for insulation and camouflage in snowy environments. Timber wolves often have darker fur suited for forest habitats. Their bodies are built for endurance. Long legs allow them to travel incredible distances. A wolf can cover over 30 miles in a single day while searching for prey. Their paws act like natural snowshoes, distributing weight and helping them move efficiently across snow and rough terrain. Their senses are extraordinary. A wolf's hearing is estimated to be 20 times more sensitive than a human's. They can detect sounds from miles away. Their sense of smell is even more impressive. Wolves can smell prey or other wolves from extraordinary distances, even through dense forest or snow. Then there are their jaws. A wolf's bite force can exceed 1,200 pounds per square inch. This allows them to crush bone and bring down large prey. Their sharp teeth are specialized for gripping, tearing flesh, and breaking through tough hide. But perhaps the wolf's greatest physical weapon is not its teeth or strength. It is endurance. Wolves are marathon runners of the animal kingdom. They can maintain steady speeds for long periods, often outlasting prey through sheer persistence. This endurance makes them among nature's most efficient predators. One of the most fascinating aspects of wolf life is the pack. Popular culture often portrays wolf packs as rigid hierarchies dominated by an aggressive, alpha male. But modern research has shown this idea is largely outdated. This family structure creates strong emotional bonds. Wolves are deeply social animals. They play together, groom one another, and show affection through body language and vocalizations. They mourn lost pack members. They celebrate reunions. Some researchers have observed wolves appearing to comfort distressed companions. This emotional intelligence is one reason wolves are so compelling. Pack life offers major advantages. Hunting as a group allows wolves to target prey much larger than themselves. A single wolf would struggle to bring down an elk. A coordinated pack can do so efficiently. Cooperation also increases survival during harsh winters. By sharing food and protecting one another, wolves improve the chances of the entire family surviving. Perhaps nothing symbolizes the wolf more than its howl. A wolf's howl can travel up to 10 miles under the right conditions. But contrary to popular belief, wolves do not howl at the moon. In the wild, most wolf packs are simply families. A typical pack consists of a breeding pair and their offspring from multiple years. The parents guide the group, not through constant dominance or aggression, but through experience and cooperation. The pack works together for survival. Each member has a role. Older wolves help care for pups. Young adults assist in hunting. The breeding pair provides leadership and protection. Howling is a sophisticated form of communication. Wolves howl to locate pack members. They howl to warn rival packs away from their territory. They howl to coordinate during hunts. And sometimes, they seem to howl simply to reinforce social bonds. Each wolf has a unique voice. Pack members can recognize one another by sound alone. Howling is only one part of their communication system. Wolves also use body language. A wagging tail, flattened ears, raised hackles, or direct eye contact all convey important information. Facial expressions communicate emotion and intent. Subtle movements can indicate submission, confidence, playfulness, or warning. Scent marking is another critical method. Wolves use urine and scent glands to define territory boundaries. These scent messages provide information about identity, reproductive status, and recent activity. Together, these communication systems create an intricate social network. For wolves, effective communication is essential for cooperation and survival. Hunting is where wolves truly reveal their intelligence. A wolf hunt is not random chaos. It is strategy in motion. The process often begins with scouting. Wolves search for vulnerable prey, animals that are young, old, injured, or isolated. This selectivity is crucial. Attacking a healthy adult moose or bison can be dangerous. Even a single kick can kill a wolf. Once prey is identified, the pack works together. Some wolves test the herd, looking for weakness. Others position themselves strategically. They communicate constantly through posture and movement. The chase may continue for miles. Wolves rely on endurance. They wear prey down physically and mentally. Eventually, exhaustion creates opportunity. Then comes the final attack. The efficiency of this process reflects generations of learned behavior. Young wolves spend years observing and practicing before becoming skilled hunters. Hunting is both instinctive and learned. This makes wolves not only powerful predators but also highly intelligent ones. Wolves are what scientists call a keystone species. This means their presence has a disproportionately large impact on the environment. One of the most famous examples comes from Yellowstone National Park. Wolves were eradicated from Yellowstone by the 1920s. Without them, elk populations exploded. The elk overgrazed vegetation, especially young willow and aspen trees. This damaged habitats for birds, beavers, and countless other species. In 1995, wolves were reintroduced. The effects were extraordinary. Elk changed their behavior, avoiding open valleys where they were vulnerable. Vegetation recovered. Beavers returned. Their dams created wetlands that supported fish, amphibians, and waterfowl. Even riverbanks stabilized due to renewed plant growth. This chain reaction became known as a trophic cascade. It demonstrated how a single predator can shape an entire ecosystem. Wolves help maintain balance. By controlling herbivore populations and influencing prey behavior, they protect biodiversity. Their role is essential. The relationship between wolves and humans is complex. For thousands of years, wolves were respected and feared. Many indigenous cultures viewed wolves as teachers, guides, and symbols of wisdom. In Roman mythology, a she-wolf raised Romulus and Remus, the legendary founders of Rome. In Norse mythology, wolves held powerful symbolic roles. But in medieval Europe, attitudes shifted. Wolves became associated with darkness, danger, and evil. Folktales like Little Red Riding Hood reinforced this image. As human populations expanded, conflicts increased. Wolves preyed on livestock. Humans retaliated. Mass extermination campaigns nearly wiped wolves out across much of Europe and North America. By the 20th century, wolves had disappeared from vast portions of their historic range. Yet many fears were exaggerated. Wild wolf attacks on humans are extremely rare. Wolves generally avoid people. Modern conservation efforts aim to replace myth with science. Understanding wolves is the first step toward coexistence. Today, wolves face many challenges. Habitat loss is one of the greatest threats. As forests are cleared and development expands, wolf territories shrink. Fragmented habitats isolate populations. This reduces genetic diversity. Human conflict remains another major issue. Livestock predation often leads to retaliation. Poaching continues in many regions. Legal protections vary widely. Some populations are recovering. Others remain endangered. Conservationists use innovative strategies to protect wolves. These include livestock guardian dogs, compensation programs for ranchers, and wildlife corridors connecting habitats. Education is equally important. Changing public perception helps build support for wolf conservation. The future of wolves depends on balancing ecological needs with human interests. Wolves can run up to 40 miles per hour. They can leap distances of over 16 feet. Their territories may span hundreds of square miles. A wolf pack's loyalty is extraordinary. Mated pairs often stay together for life. Wolves have been observed adopting orphan pups. They are capable of problem-solving and strategic planning. Some studies suggest wolves outperform dogs in certain cooperative tasks. Their intelligence rivals that of many highly regarded mammals. And despite centuries of persecution, wolves continue to recover in places where they are given protection. Their resilience is astonishing. Wolves are more than predators. They are symbols of wilderness. Their presence signals healthy ecosystems. Their survival reflects our willingness to coexist with nature. To protect wolves is to protect something larger. It is to preserve balance. It is to recognize that even the most feared creatures have value. The wolf reminds us that nature is not something to dominate. It is something to understand. For generations, wolves have lived at the edge of human imagination. They have been feared as monsters. Admired as warriors. Misunderstood as threats. But the truth is far more powerful. Wolves are intelligent. They are social. They are essential. They are not villains in some ancient story. They are living proof of nature's complexity and resilience. As their haunting howls echo across forests and mountains, they remind us of something ancient. Something wild. Something worth protecting. The story of the wolf is not just about survival. It is about connection. Between predator and prey, between ecosystems and balance. between humanity and the natural world. And perhaps, if we listen closely enough, the wolf still has something to teach us.